You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Friday the 21st of March 2025 and you are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. And thankfully, I've had a productive day today. So yesterday I did nothing when I should have done quite a lot. And the 2 days before and the day before that, I kind of planned to do nothing and even got slightly ahead. But to get back on track today, I would have had to sign off 5 chapters. And I've actually done that. I've done better than that. I've done 6, which is brilliant. So that just literally leaves me with 5 chapters of still life to sign off over the next 2 days. It is quite interesting because, as I say, I've been very close to my other work, Empress of the Trees, up until this point. Also, I noticed on the podcast I say a lot in this. So I am going to try and speak a little bit more slowly, think about what I'm going to say in advance, and hopefully say a little bit less. So yes, I woke up this morning thinking hopefully that I would manage to do a live stream relatively early. I did manage to do that. So I think I started at about 8:30. It might even have been slightly before that, but I started at a reasonable time and managed to get 3 chapters completely signed off. These were the ones that I had done some prep. So even on the days where I say I'm doing nothing, I did actually read them yesterday, even if I didn't properly sign them off. So yes, I managed to sign off 3 more chapters in my morning session, which I'm trying to remember what they were. Look, I'm not saying because I'm consciously thinking about it. So I managed to get 23, 24 and 25 signed off, which basically had me where I needed to be. Oh no, it didn't have me where I needed to be because I needed to do 26 and 27 as well. So what I did on my initial live stream, the first one I did, was I read them, made some edits, but I didn't print them out. I haven't done a huge amount today beyond that because I'm still not sleeping very well. And also I've been watching the news with interest because I work at Heathrow. I'm not due to work until Monday, but it's very, very likely that the power outage and the fact the majority of flights were cancelled today, it is very likely that is going to have some impact on what I do at work on Monday. Exactly what, couldn't tell you, but I'll turn up on Monday and find out. Anyway. So on this first live stream, as well as signing off those chapters, I also read through chapters 26 and 27 for the first time this draft, and once again realised that there was very little that actually needed doing to them, which was very reassuring. As I say, then I did very little this afternoon, and my plan was always to come on and do a second session where I got those 2 chapters signed off. And in fact, just before I came on, I read chapter 28 as well. Did the kind of the first read through of it. Well, not the first read through, this is the 5th draft, at least the 7th or 8th read through. But kind of decided that one was ready to sign off as well. And then I came onto my live stream. Well, it is now 6:56, so I must have started the live stream at about 20 past 5, so 1 hour 36 minutes ago, and in that time I've managed to get chapter 26 signed off, chapter 27 signed off. Chapter 27 is kind of a bit of a dramatic chapter because, let me call that back up, a bit of a dramatic chapter because it's effectively the dry run for stopping SOSI, and unfortunately dear Saywood follows one person's instructions, which is basically not to make it easy for the Institute, but loses control of the situation because she's so emotional and powerful and genuinely creates a situation where she has to be stopped. And it ain't good because that then puts a bit of a... It kind of then makes the higher-ups in the Institute wonder if it's actually wise to send her up to Scotland where they're going to confront SOSI in this state. It is a chapter that I enjoyed writing and I did enjoy reading it back. And kind of you can see, I mean, I do sometimes see bits of this in terms of a movie, and I can absolutely see that sequence, how to be directed. Even the fact that when Lady Khalida Desai walks in, she's going to be in slow motion, and all the chaos that's surrounding her doesn't affect her. And then, then I did chapter 28, which is effectively the bridge chapter. It's the one where they basically say to her, look, you have to follow our plan. You don't like it, but you have to follow it, because if you don't, a lot of people are going to die. We cannot afford you to go and do your own thing. You have to work as part of a team. And actually, it's Jagvir who convinced. And Jagvir was very much meant to be just background Indian shopkeeper when I first introduced the character. And I really like his empathy. He seems to understand Saward a lot better than Geraldine or the other characters. And I really like him, and I do have plans for books beyond this. This was originally meant to be a one-off, but I do have plans for a couple of stories beyond this, and Jagvir as a character. He's basically my Marianne character from Empress of the Trees, designed to be a background character, and then kind of put their head above the parapet and said, no, do more with me, I'm interesting. And he really is, and I really like him. So Jagvir will be used. And I haven't decided, I need to decide a bit more about his background. I think I'm going to say he's a Sikh, so I probably will need to actually add that at some point. I haven't actually mentioned that he's wearing a turban, so that might be one little thing I do have to add. And I suspect his full name is Jagvir Singh in that case. But anyway, great character, and he's the one who seems to have put Saward on the right path, but has he really? Well, at some point tomorrow I will try and sign off the last 5 chapters. So if you join me, either I'll tell you how it goes on the podcast, or you can join me on an actual live stream as well. That's it for the Diary of a Wannabe Writer today. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with a bit of a better idea of what's happening at Heathrow, and hopefully with this draft signed off. Join me then. Thank you very much. You have been listening to the Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.